Did you commentate the first game? I thought they mentioned it in
No,
the
I
commentary, but
was in
yeah, he
the
is.
first game. I was
Oh,
in the
that's
first game.
that's right. That would
So I have
explain
no idea.
it.
Okay. And they're both off. Off to a good start, both of them. Some nice boards with some good double potential. Let's see, red blue is not exactly what John needs for the top of this board, but luckily everything's diversifying really quickly. Dars needs reds and he needs them now.
Yeah, his board is just short of yellows in general, and it's gonna be a constant struggle for this entire level for him right now.
Yeah, but he's really good at tucking on high speed, so he can get stuff underneath to the bottom of this board and make sure things um, are clean. And meanwhile, John has a very yellow, well, just yellow heavy. I was going to say yellow blue, but that's just not the case. Uh, Needs just a lot of yellow here as Dars keeps working through this red, using yellow garbage strategically there, probably in column 5 there.
Yeah, I really don't like the way his board is shaping out, but there's not really much that he can do about it. It's just one of those seeds where you just don't have a lot of a certain color, and the doctor keeps giving it to you.
Right, but really nice combo there from Dars for these. So he's setting up for some good stuff with that blue yellow, and I think probably horizontal might be the way to go with those top reds on the left hand side for him. Meanwhile, John just needs a couple more yellows to be out, but we'll see if the doctor provides, and
Okay,
he's doing it.
turns out he
Excellent.
just underclears that one, and now he's gonna have to get the yellow out from under these reds. Which is these double yellows, incidentally, are actually the worst pill for that. But he finds a way, and he's shortly out after at 148.
hmm And so, tiny lead for John, but he's had a little time to do some setups here. Blue, not super helpful. Notice he's just exposed one there. Is going to need more red, and especially on columns 2 and 3, you don't like to see things jagged. Actually, 1, 2, and 3. So he's going to have to be really strategic about this.
Yep, John now finding himself in a very similar situation to what Dars was looking at on the previous level, where he just doesn't have very many yellows, and it's if he gets a lot of those kinds of pills, then it's going to be a real challenge for him. But so far, it seems to be working out great. To be honest, this is actually going incredibly well for him.
Now, Darius has had a couple of misdrops. There's one that you can see on column 3 there, the yellow. He doesn't want that. And currently, there's no place to put any blue. He's going to have to clear out this yellow garbage to clear out some blue. Meanwhile, John, take a look at this. Just needs some reds, things cooperating, right? Nice tucking under to avoid drop time with that yellow. And so he's just going to be building up some platforms to avoid drop time. Just needs some more reds and he'll be out.
Yeah, things have gone amazing for him. And Dar's still struggling with this column 3 garbage. It's really been an issue for him. It looks like he might maybe attempt a horizontal, but now that he's cleared away at column 4, I'm not so sure. Oh, he drops a red half on the top of his blues. This is not looking great, unfortunately.
Yeah, really want him to use this garbage. Nice stars to clear out all of that stuff. We need some red yellow, which we're going to get, which is great. Now, meanwhile, take a look at the top of
Oh,
John's board. That blue yellow just not in the place that he wants. Blue and yellow are going to be tough right now, especially with that garbage at the top. So we'll see how he does it as Dar's out at a 345.
yeah, the way that John is misdropped at the top right here is probably the most unfortunate way you can misdrop, and unfortunately also one of the most common ways that people do misdrop, where you just flip it completely the wrong way, and incidentally, that happens to be one of the most damaging ways you can do it. But he is gonna get a double blue to help clear that out, and I think that was an excellent recovery from him.
And that's amazing. That's kind of the move that you can do on medium speed that's very, very difficult on high speed. So, good choice for John there. Um, Now, Dar is catching up here. The lead is not as big as it was before for John, mainly because of that misdrop in the center. But Dars needs a lot of yellow here in the center of the board, starting to diversify, which is great. This double blue will really help. Nice to clear out the center of that board.
Yeah, it was very good for that. He's now very short on blue axis, unfortunately. He's making a little blue garbage in column 3 right now. Big, huge setup in the center. I think he's trying to figure out a way he can get a big cross or something here to get all these reds at once, since it's the most abundant color on his board here.
But John's out at 5 minutes, so he's about 10 viruses ahead right now. He's ready to go. One level to go. But take a look at
Oh
John's board.
wow.
Oh, oh,
Dars
oh,
is going all in on this setup right now. I think nothing short of a double red is going to get him out of it at this
oh
point.
my. Oh, that is
I
something.
mean, if he
I
gets
want I
it,
want it for him.
he
I
gets
want
it.
it for you, Dars.
But
Oh, yes.
yeah.
But this setup is giving John some opportunity to just chisel away at stuff. He
Okay.
doesn't need a lot of yellow.
Wow.
Woo!
He gets it, and there goes his
All
whole
right.
board. That's always a very risky attempt in Doctor in NES Doctor Mario, at least, where doubles are the rarest type of pill over the split pills. So don't try that at home, kids.
Yeah, definitely. And you can see from moves like that why Dars is a stalwart of the tournaments, why he's here. But he has a big deficit to overcome now, as John at about half a level ahead, and taking some drop time on that left hand side. Not quite sure what the move's going to be because it's going to be hard to get those reds in column one horizontally. Takes a nice big lightning bolt there in columns one and two.
Yeah, it seems like that setup, as cool as that setup was, I think waiting for it may have just put him further behind than he would have liked. And John is coming up at the end of level 9 right now.
Mhm. Yeah, and it's a little bit messy of an end game, but it doesn't really matter that much. Everything is is okay and exposed there. Nice tuck at the bottom to get those reds horizontal, and so no problems. Even though you see this garbage here, it's really not in his way.
This is the end of the level here. He's a couple more blues, and John is going to take this game.
hmm He's done at a 654. GG's to John. Oh yeah, Dars. Yes. Oh, look at that L combo. Oh, that was so good. And a lightning bolt here.
Oh
Man.
yeah, the end game here is coming together wonderfully. It's just too little, too late, unfortunately. I think that the big red cross in level 8 is really kind of a pivotal moment there where he just committed to it, and he got there eventually, but I think it may have cost him.
Yeah, so he's out at a 728. Both simul hydrating. You always got to right between your games.
Oh, naturally.
So can Dars bring it to the first decider of this tournament so far, or is John gonna continue with the sweeps? We shall see.
Oh, I thought they already started. He just went to level 10.
Oh yeah, I was like, not yet, not yet.
It's like, geez, he's raring to go. He's can't wait.
I know. I'm hype. I'm ready.
All right, there's just setting up here, and we should get started momentarily.
Yes, we got readies from both both players, but Dar's still adjusting some things. And we got our countdown. Three, two, one. Pills. All right.
Okay. Yeah, at first
Interesting.
glance. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, interesting board for John here. Like the two double horizontals there that are kind of hard to reach unless you build the funky platform. So Dars is off to a little bit cleaner of a start.
Yeah, I was gonna say that I think that has a cleaner board at the just at the start of the level, and that's sort of I think what led John into this decisions to make this big combo in the center of the board. It was kind of just his best choice with the pills he was getting and the options available to him. And it looks like it's mostly worked out. Has a little blue garbage in column 5 right now. But if he may be able to clear it horizontally here. Now has a blue piece in 2 to worry about. So if he can resolve all of this, he's really not that far behind, but he is certainly behind Dars going into this second game.
Yeah, Dars, I mean, has really this play has been so clean so far. It just everything's coming down quickly, nice horizontal there, keeping the yellow option open, even though there is this blue garbage on top of it. You can see that he's can clear out in between. So he's going to prioritize those yellows first and just needs one more red to be out. He is out at a 112. That's an
Wow.
amazing pace currently.
That's
Meanwhile,
yeah.
yeah, John, I'm not sure what the best move here is. There is a red in column 5 that's blocking those blues on top. So this is going to be a little complicated. I think he's going to go for this horizontal blue. And speaking of horizontal blues, I think Dars is going for a very similar move here. He's got two possibilities for that right now, Lev.
Oh, he gets this double blue, that's amazing for him.
Yes.
That is
Oh,
huge.
love it.
I was
Let's
just
get
about to say that that setup requires a double blue because there's no way he's gonna build a platform up that high, and, he got it, and that's gonna put him even further ahead here.
Yeah, and he's working on another oh, look at this cross. Yes. Woo! Dars. Look at that. Okay, I'm hyped.
He's doing our country proud. But anyway,
Exactly. Oh,
uh,
Canada, indeed. So John's off into level 7. Nice combo from him in column 7 and 8. Notice that everything is really packed up tight on the left hand side, and he's got these two yellows at the top. Not sure if horizontal's the way to go because yellows are underneath, but nice, sweetie.
making a fool out of you, as you say it.
Yes, exactly. That's what we love to see, though. But Dar is out at like a 235 from level
This
8. This is awesome time.
this is an incredible pace. I you don't see this very often, but his play's been really great, and, he's just been getting some setups that have been working out very well, and, that's how you get in a sub 3 minutes going into level 8.
Mhm. And John's setups are really sort of standard. He's a little bit spired here, but yellow red is going to be really useful for him. Notice nice combo there. So everything's kind of clustered up nicely, but it will clear quickly. So notice these blue yellows really helpful here. Red not helpful at all, but once he gets some yellows going, this will go quickly. Really nice combo from Dars there.
Yeah, I would say this is gonna go cleanly, assuming he does not get the colors he doesn't need, but, what else is new in Dr. Mario?
So John just needs a couple of yellows, and then that garbage will fall and clear out the blue. But of course, he needs a couple yellows. There he goes. He gets it. He's out at a 343. But wow, Dar's already so far ahead. That's so great.
Oh, absolutely. He's even on this level 8, he's now really well positioned going into his end game here, and, if he gets, some good pills here and doesn't get too many useless yellows or anything like that, uh, he's gonna be on a hot pace going into this final level.
Yeah. Now, um, taking putting something red on or blue on top of that red is going to be a little tough. His end game's going to slow down, but notice he really wants to get this horizontal on the bottom, does Dars, and he gets it out at a 421. That this is really spectacular.
Absolutely. I mean, if this level 9 goes, smooth as well, this could be, one of the
Don't
top
say
times.
don't why did you just say that? Oh my gosh. Don't don't chase the poor man. Oh,
He can't hear
all
me,
right.
he'll be fine. He doesn't know,
Well,
it
I
won't
can.
affect him.
All right. So, John, gonna take down all of this column
Chad, I'm
4 here.
sorry.
You should be. Um, so notice that these blues in column 3, they're blocking another potential horizontal there with some red, but now he's left that open. So nice. He's
Oh!
w-
What a
oh,
misdrop, unfortunate.
well, could be your fault.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Meanwhile, John having some nice setups for this endgame, dropping vertical into horizontal. Notice he can underclear these reds at the bottom and clear from the top. He also actually has a horizontal opportunity if he builds the platform, but it's not strictly necessary right now. Giant combo from Dars up the center of the board. Um, the diversity is a little bit weird. At the moment, want to see that blue in column 3 clear on Dars's board, but these things are still clearing out nicely.
Yeah, I mean, after what just recently happened on Dars's board, he's certainly not going to get a sub six at this point. But I think his recovery, given the circumstances and the mistake that was already made, once he had made it, he recovered very well. And
Hmm.
now he's just a couple reds away from game two.
Yes, and yeah, so John, about 25 viruses behind. Um, by no means a bad pace, but just compared to the play that Dars was putting up and some of the mistakes, small mistakes that John made. Yeah, I mean, Dars out of 623. That's fantastic.
Yeah, it's definitely a respectable time. Maybe could have been better given the pace he was on, but still an amazing time.
No, John, we are not going to ban Lev from the booth just for cursing
It's,
Dars.
it's my
As
first
much as
offense, okay?
GG's to both players, and John's going to top out, and we're going to have our first decider of April. Yeah, so um, the super aggressive Dars came out to play, and he was not kidding. So both players have had excellent games so far, and yes, I'm so
Yeah, absolutely.
stoked.
This is going to be a good game three, as game threes tend to be. But we will. I think that what I was saying before about seeing which side of Dars is going to show up today. I think we know now, and I think it's going to make for a very good final game. He's going to, RNG notwithstanding, I think he's going to put up a really good show in this last game.
And we
Knock
have
on
a
wood.
ready. Just stop. we have a ready from we have a ready from John waiting on a ready from Dars. Ah, folks, you can't write this stuff. Oh, it's so good. Man, I just love this game.
That's because you're not playing it right now.
Exactly, exactly.
Don't worry.
Hashtag save Lev. Got a ready from Dars.
Thank
and
you
we're
for your
gonna have our
support, chat.
and we're gonna have a countdown. 3, 2, 1. Pills. Uh-oh. John has thrown the Mario hat off. He is ready to play.
Oh, he's getting serious.
Mm-hmm. All right. Now, Dars has a really interesting possible setup with these reds horizontally at the top of this board, and there's plenty of space to work on other things. Although I think that column 7 is a misdrop, but he can turn it into gold. Meanwhile, John needing quite a bit of red here to knock out the middle of this board.
Yeah, Dars as well is having some color struggles here for sure. He's doing the best he can. It seems keeping it relatively clean. And now, after making a couple of garbage clears, I think he is starting to open up his color diversity and getting into the second half of this level here.
Yeah. Meanwhile, really nice tuck from John to take those blues off the board. I mean, one more, if he drops that red in column 2, then really all the blue is gone and he just needs a bunch of red. And Dars is in a similar situation, is going to need a bunch of red and opens up for a good um,
Oh wow!
blue horizontal possibility at the bottom of the bottle.
Yep,
So,
he's gonna get it right here. Both players keeping it very close, both just needing to clear two reds out. A couple of double reds from JonDatFlindo, but it looks like I don't know who's going to make it out first. It looks like it's going to be John, just barely. But given the timer discrepancy,
oh, I think
it's
it's the
basically a dead heat
same.
at this point. Yeah.
Love it. Yep, and again, notice Dara starts level 7 with a horizontal at the top on the left. This is a familiar story. A double yellow would be really great for that. Would be kind of epic.
I don't want to say
And
anything. I don't want to jinx it.
okay. Um, I just did. So John, meanwhile, having a really nice clean start to this level. Notice a lot of good access to things. He's setting up. He has stuff going at the top of the bottle, but really, he just needs a ton of blue red.
Yeah, his yellow is all stuck at the bottom, and he's just gonna have to clear everything out of it, and he's just not getting any reds to do so. But he did get through the first half of this level incredibly quick, so he still has a bit of a cushion before Darth catches up.
Hmm. And, Dars
Oh,
oh, Dars,
big
yes,
double
so
yellow
okay.
horizontal for Dars.
Loved it, loved it. You love it when you can see it coming. But meanwhile, John continuing this really clean streak on this level just needs a red. This double red's going to be perfect, and we know when a bunch of double reds come in a row, red yellows after that, he uses it to his advantage. Out of the 240, excellent pace for John.
Yeah, he's certainly taking quite a lead here now with that because Dars is still working on this endgame, getting a ton of yellows he doesn't need. This is not looking ideal, but he is very close to getting out here. So, assuming that John doesn't start running away with it, he's definitely still in this.
hmm John off to a good start in level 8. Looks like he's setting up for a nice red horizontal. He takes it. Um, Taking that blue yellow part garbage part virus is going to open up the middle of his board for a nice horizontal possibility with that red as Dars is out of 315 with a really nice opening board to work with.
Yeah, Dar's finally making it into level 8 here, but John has already got quite a lead here. He has a horizontal setup that he's just cleared out. It was amazing combo there.
That was really good.
And now I think he's going to start working on his right side here. Has a red. Nope, he's just going to clear the blues off the top of it. In fact, he thought maybe he might try a horizontal there. But keeping it simple, keeping it clean, and he's almost done level 8, and he's not even at 4 minutes yet.
Yeah, this is fantastic. And, Dars is actually playing this level extremely cleanly too. He just really needs like the blue reds to clear off the top of this board, luckily, cooperating with him. Sometimes commentators do something good for their players for sure. Um,
I mean, I wouldn't count on that too consistently, but you never know. It's possible.
and John just needs a couple of blues, and he'll be out at a 422. Really, really nice pace. That's the pace we were seeing from Dars at in the last game. So he's off as Dars keeps working on this level 8. He's got a nice end game set up. This is not going to be too difficult for him if he gets what he needs.
Yeah, looking into John's beginning of his final level, though, I would have yellows now completely covered. So if there's anything that can get John or get Dars back into this game, it would be a flurry of yellows. He has kind of broken into the lower layers of the level, though, so he has some spots, but he's quickly running it once again. So we'll have to see if RNG treats him kindly here or not.
Right, this double red gonna be huge for John, he can take that out in the center. Yeah, he's got some, good horizontal opportunities, and, he did wipe out the possibility for that, red horizontal in the center of the board, but oh, really
Whoa!
nice garbage combo in the center.
Absolutely.
Oh, but look at that, Dar's really cleaned out the center of that
Oh.
board. Oh,
I'm
oh,
not sure if that
oh,
was an intentional drop or not, to be honest. Sometimes it's hard to tell, but
mm,
um,
I don't think so.
combo does not resolve in an ideal way. So that's now going to be something he's going to have to work with. His board suddenly the center of his board after just clearing it out in one massive combo has become actually quite cluttered. So and
Mhm.
Darz is starting to creep up in terms of virus count, and his board certainly looks a lot cleaner. So I don't actually think he's out of this. I think he has a very good chance to still win in this final moments of this round, of this match.
Yeah, SC has a really nice cross there, to clear out some reds, and blue is going to be a little bit of trouble for him, but I think he's got plenty of stuff to work around with. Um, n- Not exactly sure what this double blue placement was, but he gets it cleared off the board. Meanwhile, John working hard here. The bottom of this board with the two blues in column 7 and 8 is going to be really really tough here. And sort of move.
Oh, he just wasted the double blue. I don't know what he's doing.
I think he's holding out for something, which I can't tell what
I'm
the
not
plan
sure.
is.
I I'm trying to figure it out and I can't.
I
I was gonna say
I'm
it's g I maybe he's wanting to just open up horizontal. Oh, he's wanting to get this
oh
blue horizontally at the bottom? I was gonna say it's gonna be difficult to do anything horizontally because all this clutter's in the center, and I guess he decided to just clear it away so that he could open those
oh,
opportunities up rather than
but he
just
is
take it all
he is
vertically.
he's given this match to Dars in that way
I
though.
Yeah, Darce
Oh,
is gonna finish at 7:02.
oh, oh man, that was
Oh, and he's gonna come up 8
oh,
seconds short, unfortunately. What a close
oh,
game. Darce bringing
wow.
it back from behind.